Okay. Hi guys. So, okay. Today I am speaking to someone who's really, really cool, who's been kind of a mentor to me over the lockdown now with, my journey with hydroponics. And he's super cool to talk to. Dr. Sairam Reddy, he's the Chief Scientific Officer at Urban Kisan. He has about 20 years of experience. He's a seed specialist, he's a molecular biologist, and he has several awards to his name. So I am super excited to be talking to him today. So let's bring him on and answer all our questions. Hi guys, I hope you guys are having like a good weekend so far. Hi. Thank you for all the love. Hi,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm fine, Samantha Garu. How about you?
I'm very good. Nice to see you.
It's pleasure.
Your background is way better than mine, by the way.
Yeah, it's greens.
That's lovely back. Every time I see you
Thank you.
from Urban Kisan, I want to steal everything.
Thank you.
Uh,
Yeah,
so I was just telling the guys that you've been like my mentor over the lockdown, teaching me everything I needed to know about hydroponics. Um,
yeah,
I want to know, like, how did this journey start for you? Your interest in hydroponics. Please tell us.
yeah. It's a good question to start with. Yeah, my journey with hydroponics was actually a necessity rather than a passion. Um, when I was reading through newspaper, one day I found a very terrifying news that most of the food what we eat here in Hyderabad, in fact, is coming from uh, some areas which are not actually advised to grow crops. Something like the Musi river beds. As a result of it, most of the food what we eat is actually carrying lots of heavy metal intoxications. We always talk about the pesticide making the the crop free from pesticides, but we less talk about this the heavy metal contaminations in the soils, especially in the urban suburban areas, and where the crop is being grown there, and then we are eating that crop. So one very important thing which made me to really think in these lines is that as per WHO, World Health Organization, about 70% of Indian women are anemic. You go to a doctor, they say eat lots of greens.
Yes.
And we eat greens, but those greens are full of heavy metals like lead, which in fact counteract on hemoglobin, what we have, and that makes us more anemic.
Oh my
So
God.
that's the scary thing. So made me to think alternate. What do we do at least to help these urban, dwellers to at least can they grow their greens, in their balcony? So that is where my search, for an alternate growing techniques started. I ended up with this hydroponics.
Wow.
I
So
started doing this at my home, in my balcony, then
yes.
try to design everything which fits to actually an Indian, the balcony designs and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember when I spoke to you first, you showed me the video of your balcony and everything that you were doing
Yes.
there, and I immediately when I saw it, I have to do this as well. You have. So, which is why I wanted to for you to my followers, for you to educate them as well, and for you to share with them what I know, what you've shared with me as well, about how important it is for household to be able to grow a little portion of their food to know exactly where
Yes.
it's coming from. So, what does growing your own food mean to you, and what
See,
impact will it make if in the society, if every household grows a portion of their food? What is the impact that you?
yeah. See, what I see is like it's not possible for us to grow all the food what we eat. As you rightly mentioned, can we grow at least a portion of food? And my actual journey with this hydroponics and then urban kisan started with the greens. Again, as the medical advice, every one of us should eat 50 grams of the greens twice a week. This is a minimum input we need to have it. So that means if we can and grow at least grains, which you can harvest twice a week, you know. So that means when if you take your 1 month, it is like the 8 days of your uh, the greens intake is taken care.
Yeah.
And greens is our primary input for our the vitamins, minerals like iron and many other things. That's a very important food. So if every one of us can grow these greens at least, so that helps us to the infuse more amount of nutritive requirements, nutritive values to us. I'm not talking about calories, but I'm talking about other part of nutrition, especially vitamins and minerals.
So, yeah, like, I've had this grow with me journey, and so
Yeah,
I was very happy that so many joined me on this journey. And through this journey, I understood the problems that many are facing, like with urban farming. It has to do with space, or there's not much space, which you really very helpfully
mm,
made the kick vertical, and that fit exactly.
yeah.
So that solved the problem with space, but also there's a problem when it comes to pests. How do they not lose their produce when with dealing with pests?
Yeah, I should really compliment you for this initiative of Grow With Me. And as outside, I'm seeing the impact of it. Lots of people, you have a huge followers, and so many of them are into it, and they are trying to grow their food, at least some portion of it. And several of them are new initiatives of the growing food, and it's amazing, amazing. I mean, I should really compliment and appreciate you for that.
Thank
Coming to your question of the pest, yeah, since we are not protecting, the crop from anything, we are not building anything around that. They're just open for anything. So the pest is a common thing, that we cannot avoid getting it. But since we are growing these crops in hydroponics, their abilities to withstand the pest is to a great extent. I mean, what my observations is very high. So
Yeah.
they, to a great extent, they withstand. But that they still not, the insulated from pest. We still get pest.
Hmm.
So what I say is that it's very easy to avoid, provided you closely monitor them every day. Just have a look at those small cute babies, and if you find something, just you can handpick, remove them, or
Hmm.
just take soap water. Just spray soap water. That should take care. Or if there are any hard pests, neem oil should take care.
Okay,
So
so
the trick here is having, the close observation every day, detecting the pest early, at a very early age.
what
The pest. That's
what is the dilution, sir, for this soap water and neem oil that you say?
yeah. Soap water actually, if you have something like the liquid detergent, what we use in our domestic kitchens and other places.
Hmm.
So for 1 liter, if you put 10 drops, that should be sufficient enough.
Okay.
If it is neem oil,